Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
Matters so much.
3,
This is the one.
2, 1.
Give me the
Action.
countdown on this one.
Hello.
Check.
What's up, sexy people? And we're live.
That's the cue I'm looking for. Hello and good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. We are here every Wednesday, whether you like it or not, here at the Vista Village Pub, 6:30-ish, and we're ready to go. Everybody's in their seats except for Mark, the blind guy. He's touring around Vista. If anybody out there sees him, please point him this way. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Grab him and push him in this direction. Mark, the blind guy, is missing in Vista somewhere. He's on his way down here, maybe. We don't know. The only excuse is I heard he might be getting laid right now, which is perfectly acceptable reason for not being here.
I can support
that. That's the only reason you can give. But this is the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
And I'm Guy Murray.
And I'm Cassidy Hoskins.
That's Cass, the chick.
Get some.
There, she's back again for another episode.
I didn't have enough.
She's going to have an episode. It looks a little like a seizure, but she's talking, really, folks. Just pay attention. Don't worry about it. She's good.
Fine.
So here we are. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mission Auto in Vista. Mission Auto Sales. Go to SD, Mission Auto Sales, and find the car of your dreams. Check them out online. I'd like to also thank 805, my beer of choice. If you're ever in the grocery store or the gas station, pick yourself up at 805. It's refreshing. It's great for barbecues, and it'll get you fucked up.
Oh.
I don't think they like that part of the commercial. And our new sponsor, we have Adam the Builder, Adam Burgess. He builds the house of your dreams. He'll remodel your kitchen, your bathroom, and wonder why you ever bought that piece of shit house looking the way it did. But then he'll fix it up and make it look good. Adam, tell him the phone number. He's actually in-house, in studio, hanging out with the crew. He is the builder of the brand new Pelon and Chubby studio.
Woo-hoo!
It looks awesome. It's online if you want to see what it looks like. Adam, what's the number they can get a hold of you at? 951 337 3911. We'll put it on the website. Adam the Builder, Adam Burgess. He will do whatever. Trust me, and he will charge you a reasonable rate. He is not the typical contractor that takes you to the cleaners, that fucks your dog when you're not there. He's very cool. He will take care of you. Not a worry. So, Adam the Builder, check him out. Check him out. Those are all the sponsors of the show. We need more sponsors. We need equipment. If you saw the room, there's very little furniture in it. We have very little electronics. We are just a poor minority group with one white chick. She's broke, too.
I'm a woman,
all right.
So I have that card.
All right. Okay. All right.
Is it a credit card?
Only woman in this podcast.
Is it a credit card or is it a credit card?
Oh, so she's also a minority. And we have Mark the Cripple, who's not here. So we're working on very little funds. FEMA is not chipping in anything. The Minority or Disability Act is not contributing. Trump cut off all that shit, which I'm happy he cut it off because fuck those people that don't want to work for money.
Because that's how all of them are.
I don't care if you're missing parts, if you're fucking dumber than rocks, if you were born a couple too many huffs when you were born of the oxygen and came out retarded. I don't give a fuck. There's something you can do. There's shit you can shovel somewhere. There's somebody you can jerk off. You can do something to earn a fucking dollar, okay?
I really wish everybody could see my face right now because I could really just demonstrate how stupid that sounds.
Do you look like a scorn wife that just found out his husband was fucking some young chick?
No, I just look like some man who knows nothing about what he's talking about because he doesn't live it in his daily life, is talking and talking and talking like he usually does.
Going at the throat again.
Just 40-something years of experience, but I don't know shit.
But no disability or
40 years
like
of under a rock.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. You know what? You know where I'm from in Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Okay. There's no fucking Social Security. There's no shit. When you get old, when you're fucking homeless, you know how many homeless kids they have running the streets? Have you ever seen that? It'll fucking bring a tear to your eye. It's fucking terrible. They got feet size 24. You know why? Because of fungus and shit growing. And they're homeless. They live in cardboard villages. That's what I grew up with. And nobody takes care of them. And somehow they make it or die. One of the two. But
there only have to be those two options. You said that last week.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say.
That's
what
it.
I
Why
fucking
can't we
see.
be a community that helps each other and works towards a better future?
You know what they say? You got to love yourself first. You got to help yourself first.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a position to help others now.
So
I don't
no
know why you
handouts.
don't.
Get your ass off the couch. Get it off of the fucking sidewalk if that's where you sleep, and fucking go to work.
And go to work.
Right.
That's easy. That was easy.
I got to do it. Why
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
guess.
can't you?
Well,
I
I have a 27-year-old brother who has muscular dystrophy, is in a wheelchair, and for the first years of his, adult life,
Right.
nobody would hire him because
It's
he
hard.
can't do that stuff. And
But
so
has he found something, or did he give up?
He, went to college, but how
But did he find
pay for
something?
that college?
Right.
His Social Security.
All right. But did he find work?
Yeah, after he got his degree.
Perfect.
But how
But he
would
could
he
have
have
just gave
gotten
up
that
and said
degree without his Social Security?
he could have
is what
just
I'm
gave
saying.
up and said fuck it, right?
Or he could have gotten the government assistance that you're
Right.
bashing right now, like he did.
No, that's good. That's good.
That's just great.
I'm
Jay
glad
Feverman's watching Michelle Barr.
he found a way to make it.
Through assistance.
Doesn't matter how
of
the fuck
others.
he got there,
You're saying
whether he took
do it
the bus,
yourself, and now
whether
you're
his mom
saying
gave him a
you
ride
did
there. It doesn't fucking matter. He got there.
He got there.
So
Fucking
wishy-washy.
mission accomplished.
Yeah, but
no,
with
I don't
help
want
is what I'm
Hey,
saying.
if they cut it all out, look, they give you something anyway. In the other countries, they say they don't give you stuff, but they still give you a little something. Like healthcare is free. Part of that healthcare is rehabilitation. So they find a way for you to make it when you get injured or whatever.
Free
But that
healthcare
comes out
through the
health-
government, right?
Right.
And that's government assistance.
Right.
That
Well,
you were just saying
I'm okay
was
with free health. You know
wrong.
why? Because then it's
No,
governed.
I'm not
Please.
against free
I'm saying
healthcare.
free healthcare is governed, and they can't rape you when you go to the fucking doctor, and you got to pay $100 for a fucking co-payment. You got to pay $100 for a fucking pharmacy. What am I paying $1,000 a month for insurance for?
I'm on board with
You know?
free healthcare. You're preaching to the choir right
Beautiful.
now. Like,
Then just say
absolutely.
amen. You ever been to church?
Just say amen.
Amen.
And then move on.
And you agree. All right.
So, Rick.
Hey, this is episode number 30.
30.
30.
I thought it was 29.
I fucked up. It says on there 30. It's kind
For
of
all
like
you,
when that young guy that's 20-something turns 30. You know what happened when I turned 30? I cried for a week. Not for the normal reasons, but I realized that
Something was taken from him.
I realized when I turned 30 that I was no longer the cool guy that had the car and took the chick to the movies and shit.
was
And she
over.
could go to school. I need to show you a fucking episode of
You
my
gotta
life.
have.
You'd be in fucking awe.
Right now, it all just sounds like stories that he's
No,
romancing.
this is fucking for real. Ask all my friends.
Back in his day.
Ask all my friends. So, when you're 20-somethings, you got that young chick, and she's like going to school telling all her friends, "Oh, my boyfriend's gonna pick me up, and he's taking the movies, and he got a car and all that shit, right?" And you're super cool, right? As soon as you turn 30, guess what happens?
Zoop.
Like the
Oh.
desert. You might as well pull up in that fucking panel van.
Bam.
Get in the van, bitch. Like my buddy says.
Want some candy?
Because now you're the
over
fucking
it.
creeper. Now you're the fucking pervert. So
Yep.
all that young.
And at that particular
beautiful-
point, you haven't figured shit out. So,
gone.
yeah. 30.
And one day, just because I had to have this fucking birthday, it's gone forever.
I'm over it.
I cried for a week. I'm like, what the fuck,
It
God?
makes
Why are you doing this to me?
That's why you're
This
so
is so
mean.
terrible.
I asked that so many
Yeah,
times
just
last week,
imagine.
and now
Now
I
you
know.
know.
All
It's
that,
because girls stop.
all that acid is all of a sudden gone because
I
of
get
a
it now.
number? Fuck, come
Now
on.
you're just a brat.
Yeah, just the garage. Right.
So, we're off and running, but I forgot to ask, Rick, how was your week?
Oh, well, thanks for asking, Guy. Well, I spent most of it with Adam the Builder, creating our new our new palace, the Pelon and Chubby studio.
Yes, sir.
And then I was also helping design. I can't do any of the work in it because I'm old, Cass, so I can't do any of the work anymore.
I know.
But we were redesigning my commode and shower, my throne.
The
Yes, and it looks fucking great. I think I might live in there.
He has a duvet. Actually, it's a little squirt
Yeah.
for the booty hole.
Wow,
Can you
guy.
picture that?
Why was my asshole
really don't
even
wanna
in
think
your
about Rick's
fucking?
asshole,
Why was your asshole
personally.
even in? Like I don't even think about my
Just
own
sat there
asshole.
where you were
right?
never mind.
I know Cass never thinks about it.
Never.
Why, guy? Why were you there?
I'm
Why
sorry.
were you
It's
in?
kind of about this
Why
thing,
were you?
like,
Why were you
are
in
they
my?
friends?
Are
Are
they
they
brothers?
lovers?
We're partners, but
Ebony, Ivory.
Are you
we're
like
partners, but we're not fucking yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why? But why
Keyword.
was my asshole even in your? What do you call it? In your sights?
What's up, Mark Ralston?
Because you have to think about it before you make it happen.
Marcel
So
Ralston
he's
in the
thinking
house.
about it, and then he's going to get
Oh,
it
look
out.
at this. We can't get Mark the blind guy, but we got We got Jay Feverman in the house. Everybody make some noise for Jay Feverman making an appearance.
Hola.
You got to hold your own cock. What are you doing?
Thank you, man.
We can only do so much on this show.
Yeah, you weren't in the budget.
If we got to have somebody hold your cock.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
All right, so what else is going on this week? We have, you ever volunteered for something and then you volunteer and then the other volunteers like make it a little bit to where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore because you're making this a little too much like a job and not so much volunteering anymore. So I volunteered for T-ball, right, to coach my son's T-ball team.
Okay.
Well, I got this chick.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
The team mom or the assistant.
Who is the issue with?
And her husband that want to take over the whole thing, and then the league is sending emails. You have to have concussion video sign off, and you have to have this sign off. I'm like, fucker, we're playing baseball, man. We're playing baseball, and it's T-ball. So I'm like, they got all this shit. You got to go to this meeting, this meeting. I was like, look, motherfucker, I'm volunteering, and now it's becoming a little too much.
It's a job now.
A lot. And then they said, well, you don't have any practices until after April 1st because it's spring break. We're on vacation. So the parents are like, well, the poor kids don't get a practice, don't get to play games. Why don't we have a practice? We'll just have
a pickup game or something.
I said, how about I drop off the fucking gear and you guys do whatever the fuck you want? Because I'm on spring break, motherfucker.
Spring break!
Have a practice like
Spring break!
Why do I gotta fucking? I'm barely into this shit as it is.
Let's go in somebody's house.
Yeah, let's go play a pickup game.
Because it's my kid, right?
Yeah.
So I'm involved. But when you start making it like work,
rules and shit.
Like everybody says, is your full-time job comedy? I'm like,
no.
No. You know why? Because then it'll seem too much like work. I want to enjoy doing stand-up.
I enjoy what I do.
As soon as it becomes work, I know I'm going to fucking hate it, because I don't want to work. If I didn't have to, like I told you, if you won the lottery, would you work? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would still work. I would still work.
Yeah, he's trying to break the black stereotype. Oh, motherfucker, you wouldn't work.
You would not be working. Stop lying. Why you fucking lying?
I don't care how much desire I had in life.
Stop fucking lying.
But did he say what kind of work he would be doing?
No, not like pro bono nonprofit shit, like meaningful work.
Some cool shit.
So you wouldn't go back to dancing or anything like you did before?
No.
Man, they retired his pole and everything.
I would sit on my couch. Hey, dude, I would sit on my couch and jerk off 12 hours a day.
Would they even let him dance?
So
6 hours. What are you doing the other?
Are you only doing 5 hours a day now?
5 hour rotations.
Because I don't want to hear her fucking bitching at me because I wasn't. Oh, that was T-Shine.
Take that back. Take that
I'll
back.
just fucking jerk off.
Take that back. Take that
Much
back.
simpler that way.
Yeah, take that
The
back.
fucking videos last forever. I don't have to get tired. Fuck, that's
You
delicious.
can hit rewind.
I'm good.
Jesus. Nothing's off round. Nothing is off round. Gosh.
So Pelon's week was good then.
Sounds like
Yeah,
a
it was
good
all
week.
A lot of jerking off.
It was all right.
Across the table.
So, Guy,
Oh.
Chubby,
Chup.
how was your week?
Man, I had an amazing week. Once again, it's hump day, and I like to deal that.
Get it
deal,
in when you can.
Get it when you can. Lots of changes going on at the corporate spot, but movement is going positive, so I will be able to get my books up in the front and foremost, so I will definitely get those written. And just looking at, just expanding on what we're doing here with the podcast, and got some other projects coming up on, so everything's just coming in alignment. I got a course I'm taking. I'm writing a course, doing a webinar.
Wow.
And trying to get out there and doing some other things and some voiceover work.
Where do you find all this free
time? I didn't say it was free. It's borrowed from one Peter and given to the other Paul.
So you got a show coming up we're going to talk about later on in the shows that are coming into town? Hey, can you keep it the fuck down? All right, so we got
White women at that.
he's got a show coming up, and we're going to talk about that and when we talk about all the shows coming into town. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Cass, the chick, how was your week?
My week was okay. Both. So with my job, I'm a nanny. So usually I have the baby because he's 6 months old, and then the 3-year-old goes to school 3 days a week. But she's on spring break now, so it's 10 hours a day of 2 kids who are both younger than 4. So I'm pretty tired.
That's fun.
For 5 days a week.
The half with the fat chick.
That is tough.
No, the other side. The other side.
Oh man.
So
I love that. That's how you chose to describe her, not the.
No, what am I gonna say? The one with the nice. What am I gonna say? The one with the nice
The
personality.
one with the nice personality.
Maybe what she was wearing, like what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That
But
was
yeah,
awesome.
I'm tired.
So the
but
kids, you're wore out.
I'm more. You know what? And here I am back for more, I guess.
There you go.
Here we are. Yeah.
Hey, at least I have the fucking mental capacity of the 4 or 5 year old, so you should feel right
I
at
know,
home.
talking to you is like being at work.
Damn.
Perfect.
Actually, just kidding. My 3-year-old is much smarter than
Sick.
Maybe I can shit my pants and you'll clean it.
She knows how to use the toilet.
Oh, wow.
So much smarter because
Right.
much
Of course. Jay Favorman filling in for Mark the Blind Guy somewhere lost in Vista, California. Help! Somebody find Mark.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Have you seen Mark?
Jay Favorman, yeah. Where's Waldo?
It's like
Right.
Finding Nemo. Have you
So-
seen our son? Have you seen our blind guy?
Jay Favorman's in the house. Give him a little idea of what's been in the life and trials of Jay Favorman.
Let's see.
Thanks.
Working the,
Well, that sound like a Mark. That sound like a Mark Woodard
I
joke
had my,
there. Let me see.
I just chasing little fever around the house, and he's a handful. So I know about that. And
I feel you.
Yeah, but like I was saying, he's got this crush on this older woman now.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's like 20 years older than him. It's
Jesus.
It's that pop singer Tori Kelly.
You better
How
get.
old is he?
You better get.
5.
You better get that under wraps
He's
real
in
quick.
love.
He knows what he
Oh,
likes.
I mean, in his sleep, he's going, "Oh, Tori, Tori Kelly, oh." But I mean,
Wow.
she's 20. It's not.
I think
right.
I saw her movie.
Exactly.
Tori Kelly?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not right. But it could be worse, though. I mean, I know he likes some older ladies. At least when he's sleeping, he's not going, "Oh, Caitlyn. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner. Can I play with your javelin?"
Nice.
That would be rough.
Nice.
So I'm glad
That's
not
horrible.
Yeah.
Horribly wrong.
I'd be, I think as a father, you should be more concerned that he's talking about playing with a
No,
javelin.
worrying that he's going to turn out a
You know, of course,
fag
being a
is
dick,
fucking
but-
top concern. And you can ask 100 dads out of 100 dads,
They would
and they will all
all
say,
say,
"My son growing up gay is fucking on the top of my list of shit that I don't want to happen."
Not
It's so
today.
fun to watch
That's
how
it.
fragile masculinity is. Because honestly, if my son grew up gay, I'd be like,
Right.
I mean, it's going to be hard for you, but that's who you are. That's
Fuck
who you
that.
are.
That's it.
Hell no. No, I'm gonna
Hell
fucking.
no, I don't accept you, child,
No,
that I chose
absolutely
to
not.
have. I choose to reject you.
I will feed him.
I would
feed him
I would
doses
take
of pussy until he changes back.
Oh, yeah.
Would that be teaspoons, or would you like
Pussy
force
is
feed?
gonna make him like it. They're like trying to make a kid eat vegetables.
You do like it.
At the end of it,
Fuck
when are
broccoli.
they like, I
Pussy.
love vegetables.
If you hold her nose, the flavor goes away.
Yeah, exactly. Just tell them.
Just hold the nose, flavor goes away.
This tastes way better than broccoli,
But
fucker.
also,
Eat this pussy. You're gonna love it one day. Trust me.
Trust me.
great.
Great.
You see this cucumber right here? Let me put a little fucking dirt on it and then suck this thing. This is what it's gonna be like. You don't want to do that. Trust me.
Where'd you get that imagery from? I do not know.
You say cucumber with dirt?
Yeah, because most guys don't clean their shit. So usually it tastes like fucking dirt.
Speaking from experience,
I'm just
Have you ever?
How many guys jump in the shower before you blow
How
them?
dick smells or how vagina smells?
Phil's, he said a
Oh,
cucumber
feels?
and dirt.
The vagina smells good. I like it.
I mean,
But
I'm.
how many
We're gonna
guys?
just, we're just gonna dissipate on
How
that
many
one
guys,
moment.
when you say, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and suck your dick," they're like, "Hold on,
Let me go
go to the
wash.
shower and wash up quick."
Okay, but I've never
Fuck no, they're
sucked
like-
a guy's dick and in the middle of been like, ugh, what is that?
What is that smell?
Like, what is that?
Dude, if they've been in a fucking hot bar for the last 5 hours and then you go out behind the dumpster and blow them, what do you
mean-
think it's gonna taste like?
Dumpster.
If I've been in the hot bar for 5 hours too, I'm guaranteed I'm not going to
Guy,
taste much
tell me
Not
what it
fresh.
tastes like.
No, tell her what it tastes like. Tell her what.
because you taste yours so often.
Seriously. Wow. We got
Chubby has never sucked a cock.
y'all.
Allegedly.
Y'all need Jesus.
Of course not.
Y'all need Jesus.
So what else is going on? Anything else? Anything else?
Well, just chasing him around, and then I got. Well, it turns out I got some friend of mine says he's a vegan now.
A vegan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overnight
Yeah, no.
sensation.
Yeah, that's say. Oh, it's all you'll be
What do
healthy.
you- hey, what is he
And
eating?
I don't get vegans. I don't get it at all.
How do you get protein? It just, the
Exactly.
main source of protein is
I
like
mean, I'm a
eggs
meat-
or
yeah.
meat.
Are you
or,
sure you want to know the answer to that question?
I'm a
Easy.
meat eater. I am.
I mean, eating dick
Small.
is still eating meat. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
There's small amounts, trace elements.
A swallow
of
sandwich?
protein.
A swallow sandwich?
These vegans are sprouting
Lot
up
of protein.
everywhere.
Oh, it's
It's
ridiculous.
All plants. We love the plants. So now I'm thinking,
Who's
All-
watching out for the plants?
Oh.
Yeah.
exactly.
We're gonna
So
be-
You know what I say? Save a plant,
eat a vegan. My wife, she's vegan.
Right.
I eat her every chance I get.
Hey,
Good.
the setup was horrible. Jay, I want you to know the setup again was horrible. I just want you to know that we saw that one coming.
Way to go.
It's a new one.
And my wife is not going to contend that she is actually a vegan.
Hey, that joke was almost like the flight to the Caribbean.
Oh.
15 hours later, you're like, fuck, this is it?
Yep.
I kind of liked it. I was like, that's funny. I like
The
that.
women cheer that one.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
But like every woman's on board for like getting eaten out. So I'm like, good for your wife, dude. Getting it? All right.
Getting it? It's hot.
Well, everybody's week sound like it went all right.
Like it's a hot one, yes.
So,
We talking headlines now?
yeah, let's
comedy?
do.
What are we doing? There's plenty of stuff to talk about.
We're gonna do the comedy preview in a little while, but I think we should jump into what's in the news. In the news, the current events. We are not the news, as I tell you every time. We just make fun of the news. We tell you what's going on, give our opinions. Unlike the beautiful chicks on ABC, CBS, NBC. With the big
Well, they're all giving opinions, yeah.
delicious. I love me some news. All right, so
So hot.
yeah,
and happening.
we are not like that at all. We give our opinion.
We found our blind guy.
Our blind guy is back. Our blind guy's back.
Guys in the house, pull up a chair next to Cass the chick.
Can we get a chair?
Is there any room in here?
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll scoot over.
So all right, before we get in the news, let's get Guy can go over to there. Yeah.
Somebody put Guy in the corner. Mark is here.
All right, so split the mic there. Come closer, Mark. To your left.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's not easy when you lose your blind guy.
So, okay, we're going to break away from normal programming to find
Catch
out
Mike,
why
where
Mark, the blind
flip
guy,
was Mark at?
is
We have to call off the
a half hour late.
We have to call off the
Yeah, can somebody tell the
Amber
cops we
Alert.
found him?
yeah, call off the Amber Alert.
So, Mark,
But since blind people can't see color,
where were you?
I was there, coming back to Carlsbad. Traffic up Yin Yang.
that must have hurt.
I believe
Spring
it.
break.
Is that like
It
a
took
catheter?
minute. I was coming back. Exactly.
Did you see any traffic?
No. Just a bunch of cars around me.
That was a little bit of a cheap shot. Go ahead.
That was a little bit of a cheap shot.
You know what's sad is I keep laughing at all of his jokes, and everybody's like, "That's not funny." I'm like,
Well, we're professionals.
I guess I just don't
Been
know.
doing
We can judge it.
I'm just a woman.
All right, Mark, coming back from Carlsbad, and there was traffic up the Yin Yang. What else?
And I had to carry 18 gallons of water up 4 flights of stairs with 218.
In that, in the morning hours, that could
Didn't
not
I see
happen.
you in Kill Bill or Kung Fu?
After
Kung Fu.
37 mile bike ride. Anyway,
Hey,
stop going. Where's
well,
an
be
805?
careful, you don't have much cord left. Hey, so
805 is representing the show. I don't have an 805.
so you could not plan that in the earlier hours of the day, obviously.
The ride that I got was
Right.
at 3 o'clock today. We went down to Carlsbad. It took us 2 hours to get out of Solana Beach up to here.
Shit, that's crazy.
I'm not joking about the traffic on the coast and what stuckness it was.
All right. So how was your week, Mark? We went over everybody else's. What was the week of Mark the Blind Guy?
It was awesome.
Well,
Good week, good times. Just head down, focusing on getting this training. I've got to put in an extra 100 miles in a week. And everybody's complaining about the cold weather we've been having, which hasn't really been all that bad at all, actually.
no,
It's been really nice. It's spring now.
there's no snow on the ground. Fuck, you should be happy.
There never is, exactly.
Hey,
In California, just like the bitch. I
and
don't know.
once you start riding, you warm up.
You warm up quick,
Exactly. You're
So-
shipping up the clothes easily. So
Ride harder, faster.
that's
stronger, longer,
Right.
all that shit.
Get on
I think
the bike.
Doc Pump
So what
is
else? Anything else?
And pay your taxes.
Just scamming over things here and there. Come to find out, we got some orange snow in Europe and Russia. I don't know what's going on over there. You know, I say like a passing comet is dusting out on us, or some dust from Africa.
That's left over from Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, little atmospheric stuff. Yeah.
I think it's aliens.
Rick just farted. Anyway, this shit's global catastrophe.
Nice, nice.
I almost got that joke. It's fucking retarded.
Those are some awesome shades, though, Mark. Those are sweet, man. Elvis Costello.
Dude, where?
Do those prosthetics burn?
Do they get hot?
No.
No?
Just you got microvilli around your eyelid that can still get damaged by the sun. So I was unaware of this until I went to Taiwan a couple years ago.
Okay.
And the guy there said, wear sunglasses, man, because the air quality out here, in the sun will really tear your microvilli up around your eyes. I'm like, I didn't
Or chafing or something like that.
So I
get it.
started wearing sunglasses. I never was the guy to wear them, but then I went to Taiwan and come back and like, oh, where's my sunglasses? Like during a long bike ride or whatnot, but again, it was a long day and I haven't had time to take them off.
Were you aware you were in Taiwan?
Could you tell by the
Well,
smell?
I mean, like, did you get lost? Like tonight,
You
did
fucking
you take the
just
wrong
show
turn,
up.
jump on a plane, and it's like, fuck, where am I? Where's Vista?
This ticket says it's to
you're in
Taiwan.
That's where he was. That's why
That's
he was
why
here.
he wasn't
he was
here.
in Taiwan real quick.
That'd be weird, huh?
Right?
Shades are important though. I was a lifeguard for a while there, and I wouldn't wear shades because I didn't want to get a tan line. And now I have this huge cyst on my eye. It's not a problem, but it's right here.
I can see it.
It's from the sun.
Damn, it's hideous.
you know what?
Don't show me that ever again.
You know, they call that little growth, you know what it is when it get on your eye? It's actually a skin tag, is what it is,
Is
but
it?
on your eyeball, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They call it a pinguecula or something like that.
I thought it was something
So
with an M.
I go to the
It's an
doctor
M.
because I was closing my eyes and I could feel it, and it was growing right there, and it was starting to stick out a little bit, right?
Oh, wow.
So I go in there, they said, "Oh, it's no big deal. We just got to cut it off."
Yeah, can we change the subject?
So check this out.
They
I lay
stuck a
down on
knife.
the thing, and they put this cover over me that has just a hole right there. And then I see the doctor walking towards me with a needle like that long, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they poke it.
"Okay, well, where are you gonna put that? Yeah, right there. Where are you gonna put it?" And he goes, "Well, in your eyeball." The motherfucker goes, and sticks it right in my
Right
eyeball.
all
And I'm
the
like,
way in.
"Oh God!"
The eye
And then it goes,
hole.
I can't see it anymore, right? And then he takes a scalpel and fucking digs
Digs
it
the rest
out,
of it
right?
out.
And he says, I'm going to cover your eye. And he says, do yourself a favor. Don't look at your eye. Don't look at
Not
it.
right away.
So, of course, as soon as I get
So you
home,
look at it.
I look at this motherfucker. I looked at it. I swear to God, I thought it was an alien fucking crawling. You know what the inside color of your eyeball is? Green.
It's green.
Is it really?
Everybody's green.
I didn't-
Everybody's green.
Green.
Everybody's
and
green.
it was a crater. The motherfucker dug a crater in my eyeball, and I look. I was like, "Oh, there's a fucking alien crawling out of my eye. Oh God, what the fuck happened?" And they say your eye grows back so fast that it's gone in a couple days, and it doesn't look like nothing happened.
It's an absolute
That's
crazy. That and the brain has the most receptacles, and it's
That
the
was
most
the freakiest
insane,
thing. I was like-
fast growing.
They told me they wouldn't remove it because it wasn't obstructing my sight and I couldn't feel it. I'm so glad.
And it's
now
from the sun.
that yeah.
But it grows if you get more sun. It'll grow.
So yeah, now I'm super religious about wearing sunglasses.
The future is bright.
Glasses, children.
You got to wear shades.
All right, Mark. So that's it.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Any new trim? Any new bush? What's up?
No trim, no bush, no sex life. We thought
Mark
you
the
were
blind guy.
coupled
You
up.
getting
this
it in?
evening.
Put
We're
it in.
just Sticky Dicky?
Nothing new.
Strictly Dicky?
They're saying that are you getting laid today?
Anything this week?
Well,
Anything notable?
the goal.
That would be every day,
I guess.
in every way.
No notable victims. No notable victims we can talk about.
It is to get laid, but
All right.
You guys are
Everybody's
gone.
plan, right?
Hey, so anybody out there that had a fetish of fucking a blind guy?
Without,
I touched his
Or a black
eye,
guy.
ladies. Let me
but
just say.
yeah, don't make you feel so special about that. Mark is such an eye whore. He lets everybody touch them.
Yeah, and then I come to find out that he lets any woman in a bar who's
Right.
touch his eyes.
Yeah, it's no big
And now
deal.
we're having issues. Now we're in a fight.
Okay, Belching Beaver? Really? You want to say, outside of Belching Beaver, the young lady who was an optometrist said she never seen one or touched one before, and you just eye whored her and just let her touch your eye
that's two girls in a bar.
in the short period of
How
time.
many times does that happen?
It must happen
I've
quite a
only
bit.
ever touched
Twice.
one
Once,
blind guy.
actually.
And twice in a week?
Was I your first?
Once.
Once in a week? Here and there.
People don't do that.
All right, so let's go over. I think he's lying. I think if we go over the shitties real quick, and I'm sure if we did a poll of all the,
want hepatitis and
Hey,
have someone touch
it'll be like, who's touched Mark's eye?
there we go. After and Mark starts swinging his cane. Liars, all of you. Liars, all of you. So
Hey,
it's
Mark.
really stick. Hey,
Lean forward and just tell them all to fuck off.
Nice. Very
More
nice.
to your left.
That was
All right, now we have the next portion of the show in the news. What's going on around the world? Everybody's going to pick a topic. There's a couple out there. I'm just going to throw them out. The remake of Roseanne's show.
Oh God.
Is it a remake or is it more of like a revamp?
Well, they've got. They're not answering some questions that when the show ended, did not answer.
Just picking up where she
So
left
they got all the old people back together and they remade that. So that's just we don't have to talk about it. It's just one somebody can choose if they want. Trump he thinks he's back on his TV show. What is that? Apprentice. You're fired. So he's firing. I think he thinks that he just has to fire everybody till he's the last man standing. I think that's what he thinks. Wrong game. King of the Ring.
King of the Ring.
WWF.
Celebrity death match.
Eliminate.
Typical millennial. I actually posted a meme about this on Facebook the other day. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you guys.
Can somebody translate what the fuck she said?
I heard being a millennial.
No hablo español.
Who the fuck is this meme I hear about all the time?
Who's Mimi?
Mimi who? It's a relevant picture joke.
Is that
Okay, I get it.
I've never been asked
What the fuck?
Is that like
Come on,
a fucking?
Wikipedia, what a fucking meme
I don't even have
Is that like a GIF?
No, a GIF is like
There's time to make a meme.
Can you want a 805 mark?
Yeah.
Can I have another sweet?
Sweetie 805?
No.
Do you ever say like, nah?
No. Just say no one time.
This is my second day, but at my bar.
Fuck it, you'll have a no.
No, like he said,
You have your own bar.
Nah, but I don't want to. I don't feel like it.
What the?
Fuck off. Maybe
All right.
later I'll come back.
So
and
there's
I'll
been
check
some
and see
side
if I want
conversation
to.
talking to the new second-day-old waitress here, and she just said she has her own fucking bar.
So Veterans Secretary gets fired.
I have something like ready to go.
Okay. All right. Let's fuck it.
We let you fire first? Fire.
Let's
Shoot. Aim. Give it to her.
Dismantle the EPA Act.
All right. Wait your turn, fucker. We're gonna let.
I can't wait to hear his. I can't wait to hear his in the
Mark
news.
go first?
Okay, I want to hear it, Mark. Mark.
Pull the mic your way. The cripple will go after the woman.
Okay.
All right. So
So
Cass the chick. Cass the chick is gonna give her a current event. Go for it.
okay, so I actually looked at this article that was on CNN, and
Fake news.
Okay, go ahead.
excuse me. Anyway,
Debate about this, fuckers.
Let her talk.
so of course there are two more black men were shot by cops, and those cops are not going to be charged for any crimes. And when the White House was asked about it, they said it was more of a quote unquote local matter. So
Were the cops white?
of course.
Well, obviously. Then
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck
what
did you
I'm
expect?
saying. So
White
that's why
cop
I
shoots a
pulled
black
up.
guy?
But yeah, it was
supposed to
Sarah
happen.
Sanders in the White House, But yeah, and those men, by the way, were Alton Sterling and Stephon Clark. Just so we can
I
say
heard
their
that one of the
names.
cops had a K shaved into his chest hairs, and then
Did
three
you
of them.
know about that.
K's?
No, three of them would
Oh,
stand
they were
together.
all three together?
They had all matching.
Actually,
But
that's
yeah.
like that's their strike zone. They have a.
So yeah, now the White House
But
is
there's no
publicly
correlation.
dismissing this
Dismissal.
behavior.
There's
like,
no
whatever.
correlation to them shooting a black man.
No correlation.
No,
whatsoever.
not whatsoever. But yeah, local matter doesn't matter to the White House. Not that this is an
So what do you want the
epidemic
White House to do?
What would you want them to do?
I don't know. Maybe make some new regulations for the police force and firing their firearms.
You are not allowed to shoot
Regulations?
black people, no matter
Not
what.
black people, but don't fire unless necessary.
Don't
like
shoot to kill?
Actually necessary.
Wait,
yeah,
don't shoot
maybe
to
don't
kill.
shoot
Hey,
to
let me
kill
ask you
either.
this. Let me ask you this real quick. If I go like that, do you know it's a phone and not a gun?
Why would anybody take their phone and go?
He
Doesn't make
had
any
it in his hand
sense.
to turn around.
I have a gun sound effect. I'm gonna.
Spookcha, gotcha.
Good choice of words there. Spooked you.
Oh, that's
I
it.
love that. I actually picked that out from my boyfriend over there.
Yeah.
His favorite. He's like, "Oh, you gave me a spook, babe."
Wow.
So he's a racist.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I forgot about that.
Harboring a racist motherfucker.
okay.
All right, go
I'm
ahead.
talking
Maybe you
about
can flip it and say, I
Halloween.
cooned you.
Whatever. All right, whatever. It frightened me.
It frightened me.
I didn't-
Startled me.
Disclaimer: I was not using
So how long has he hated?
She clutched her pearls.
He hated black people and Mexican people. Let's talk about that.
I think his whole life. That was actually our first date. He sat down. He's like, I'm really glad that you're white.
Whoa!
No, we didn't.
I'm not saying.
In the land of, way down south, in the land of cotton.
I want to hear about Mark's
Let's go.
topic.
I want to hear
Let's go
Mark's
to Mark
topic.
the blind guy. Mark, what's your topic?
I got an 805 beer. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That was my topic. No, anyway.
Get up there close to the mic. Move forward a little more. More forward. There you go.
So here's my topic. What's up? We got Trump trying to dismantle the. You son of a. Anyway.
Go.
He's trying to dismantle the Obama EPA Act. With like cars that have long gas mileage. It's extra miles per gallon. Well, we're going back to the 90s where we get more gallons per mile. He thinks it's smarter and environmental. The environment is not going away, and that's just a big hoax that China made up. Part of his IQ test. I don't get it. We have a country that's founded by geniuses but ran by idiots. So
Well, look, if you're gonna keep the guns alive and well, in America, and the rifles, you got to have the gun rack in your truck that gets 9 miles a gallon to hang that fucking rifle. Otherwise, you're not a true American.
Have you ever been afraid of somebody pulling a rifle out of a Prius? No.
The only reason he'd
fit
pull
in a Prius.
The only reason he'd pull a rifle out of a Prius is to shoot himself for driving
Exactly,
that
is to
fucking
shoot himself,
bad
right?
car or miserable piece
on
of
other
shit
news,
car.
did you know the most highest suicidal car accidents involve Prius drivers? No.
Yeah, because they see themselves in a reflection in the building and they fucking end their life because they see how ridiculous they look driving that piece of
That's when they
shit.
get really hard on themselves and they question all their life
How many people
choices.
can you put in it?
Doesn't matter. Nobody wants to get in it.
As many people as you can do.
Actually, I saw 6 people crammed in a Prius before.
They were
and
all
it just was
Mexicans?
ridiculous. Oh, no self-loving or self-righteous Mexican
Oh my
would
God,
want.
shit.
I'm just kidding.
You should have said no Costa Rican.
Let's protect the kids and the fags, but fuck the
Fucking
Mexicans
Mexicans.
and the blacks.
And in the Prius.
See, I'm trying to now that I'm trying to get on these jokes that make everybody uncomfortable.
My Latino wives
then
are like,
it's
oh, no, you didn't.
No, you
oh,
didn't.
no, you didn't.
See, and that's better, I guess, than what I said.
Jay Feverman, your news of the week.
I'm going to have to go back, stay with this topic with the kids with their protests and the mass shooting and stuff. Apparently, the movement has gotten to the point where they're saying they want to take away the Second Amendment completely.
That's not true.
There is.
No one said that. No one
I
said that.
actually
No one said
heard
that.
that
I
on the
participated
news.
in those marches
She went down.
and in that activist thing, and literally nobody is
Ever
trying to
brought that
take
shit
up.
We want to take away
You might have-
semi-automatic weapons. Have your guns. Nobody gives a shit.
Can
dude.
I point something?
Just maybe don't
Hey,
have guns that can mass murder a
They
whole
did
crowd of people.
ask the question, what would it take to reverse the Second Amendment?
Yeah,
That was the
there's a
question posed.
What would it? Yeah, there's.
But nobody
Hypothetically.
actually wants to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, no, there's a lot of people that want to.
At
They
least
can't pull it
nobody
off, but
I saw
they
at
want
the
to.
San Diego March or interacted with,
While-
nobody's talking about repealing
While
the
I'm
Second
all
Hey, let's
for-
take a prime example of what getting rid of guns completely would do to normal people like a public like us. Let's take Mexico for an example.
Exactly.
Look what good is doing down there. Nobody's allowed to have guns. It's fucking working like a charm.
Yeah.
Well,
I asked
Only
my buddies,
only
how's
the
it going there?
cartel is allowed to have
Look
guns.
at anytime they try to ban anything, prohibition, all that stuff. If you try to take away something completely, if people are still going to find a way to do it,
That's
just
the
maybe
point
in
of
a worse
prohibition.
way.
Yeah. You
Tell
can't. So
somebody
you
they're
just.
not going to do it. That's
The
like
bad
saying-
guys are always going to have guns. They're always
Yeah,
going to, right?
exactly.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that,
Yeah.
but I think
And
it should
semi-automatic weapons, while I don't own one of those, I'm more of a pistol guy and
But-
stuff.
Full.
But
have a full right to.
yeah, but if I wanted one and wanted to, learn how to use one, I think I have the right to.
You would have no purpose for a
Marcel
semi-automatic,
Rosman.
To
semi-automatic rifle.
to take somebody out who's got one shooting at me or my family.
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so why would you need a semi-automatic rifle? Why wouldn't you just use a regular gun? What difference? It's not like they're gonna have one and it's gonna be here, whatever,
It's America, baby.
It's
No
For real.
disrespect.
It's America.
It's America.
That's Jay Feverman for you, ladies and
You know
gentlemen.
what?
That
Fair
is-
enough.
that
I'm not
is-
even going to argue with
Look,
that.
that is exactly why I think we need to change to socialistic government.
Oh, God.
We need to take
Really?
away everybody's ability to choose for themselves.
Did
Really?
Bernie
Because
Sanders just take
they
over
don't
the
have-
mic?
Bernie Sanders was not a
They don't have-
socialist.
They don't have
Yes,
a
a
clue.
he was.
democratic socialist, which is not the same as the socialist
You
you're
don't know
talking
what
about.
you don't know what to do with your rights and freedoms. You need to be fucking told when to shit, when to do anything, when to eat, when to fucking pull your peckers. You need to not have any rights, and that's what it's coming down to. Because we've seen what people do when they have freedom to bear arms. They shoot up the fucking place. You see when people have the freedom to suck whatever they want to suck, and then they choose the wrong fucking way.
What?
You know. So we've given all these fucking
What does
freedoms.
that even mean?
That comes from a kid that was born to a Bible thumping family where homosexuality is a fucking bad thing and is not supposed to fucking happen.
Just let people
You can
fuck who
argue.
they wanna fuck.
I don't
Why does
want
it
to. I
even
don't want to
matter?
hear about it. I don't want
You
to
don't
see
have
it.
to.
Why? Okay,
Wait,
why
hold
do
on.
you fucking
Here
march
we go.
down the middle of fucking
Ding, ding, ding,
San
ding.
Diego, the middle of San Francisco, the middle of every town in this fucking country, telling everybody that you suck cock or you eat pussy?
They're not.
Why
They're-
do you?
They're
Why?
not on
Why?
parade with
Why?
it. They're
Why?
not on parade with it.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
And that's first off not what they're doing. What they're doing is they're bringing awareness, like I talked about last week, to their cause.
And what is their cause?
You know, gay rights,
Bullshit.
something that is not.
There's nothing written ever that it says that a fucking homo needs a special right.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Do you know that
You have
they-
rights as a
Homos get
human
more
being.
rights than I do, and I have
Why-
my head blowing off and I can't see. What the fuck?
A lot of
Yeah,
homos can't even get
Yeah.
married.
that's some
Married.
bullshit.
Not a lot. In most
They
states,
can't
gay
afford
people
the
can't get
foreign.
married, but straight people can
I'm
go.
sorry, but in the Bible it didn't say anything about
But straight people
him
can go
marrying
ahead
him.
and get married, blackout drunk
Well,
in
yeah.
Vegas, and then divorce 3 days later.
Right.
But two gay men who've been together for 15 years can't.
But it says a man and a woman shall wed, right?
In California, but that's not
Yeah.
nationwide.
Well,
That's what
Well, I'm
saying.
sorry
There's
if we
still
can't-
states that ban that.
Hey, yeah, I'm
I'm in
sorry.
the right state.
I'm sorry we can't rewrite the book that this fucking country was founded on.
America was founded on Christianity because of white people, right? The Native Americans who had this land beforehand.
Who the fuck are they?
Who are they?
The rightful owners of this land were actually
Didn't we kick?
illegal immigrants.
Didn't we
who
kick
came
those
in
fuckers out a long time ago?
of their own land?
Yeah,
And now
but
we're all butthurt that Mexicans are coming in
Look,
trying to.
You ever
They
seen
take over the land as
ain't
Hey,
they
you
the true
ever-
founders
you
of this
ever-
land? The
look,
Spaniards
this is
came
all
out here.
You ever seen a lion? Hey, you ever?
There were Spaniards here before the
Yeah.
white man?
Cass.
White man kicked the
What's up?
Spaniards
What's
out?
up?
Cass, Mark, have you ever seen a lion
No.
eat an antelope?
No.
Well, yeah.
Well, that happens. We're fucking animals, right? So when the white people came into this country and they told all the fucking Indians, fucking kick rocks or you're dying.
You
right?
are so back and forth. There's
What
like
did they
some
do?
people who have the right to
What
come
did
in
they
and
do?
fuck everything up.
What did
but
they do?
fuck the people fighting for rights that they should have fundamentally, right?
The strong
Equality. Hey!
man. They came
Can
in
you make up your
and
mind?
they said, "This is our dirt." And
Either
they said, "No, no,
everybody
no.
doesn't get rights or
This is-
everybody gets rights.
This is
You
our
can't be
dirt.
selective.
This is our dirt.
Wow.
Hey,
Get him, cast the kid. Cast the chick is in the
it's the
house.
booze talking.
Can I have the right to talk? Can I,
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm finished. Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck? Dick move. Dick move, Mark Wahlberg. Dick move.
I guess that explains right there why you're still in search of. Oh, I'm done.
We have.
Don't look at me like that, fucker.
Glasses are coming down.
They're coming down. They're coming down. There's well, we got the firings going on in the White House again, but the most important is the medical examiner that said that Trump was okay and had great health. Turns out his position has been alleviated, and now he's going to be in charge of the VA.
Those poor soldiers.
My
They're
gosh.
going to get lied to as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be like, "Oh, little Johnny, you just have your leg blown. You're going to be fine." I mean,
Because Trump makes all these wonderful picks. Trump know how to pick them by a litmus test of, okay, let's stick him here and see how it works out.
I still think Mad Dog Mass was a good pick.
Mad Dog's Madness was
You know
a
who
good.
He's the man.
You know who I miss is that guy who was in office. It was like Muccio or something. It was like
Ralph.
Mooch.
Speaker of the House.
Yeah, he was there about
Speaker of the-
He was there for about 30 minutes.
That's what it was.
That guy was
I
funny.
missed that.
He was amazing.
That was
the best time politics actually made sense when Scaramouche was in there.
Hey, you know what I'm wondering is
right. That's what I'm saying.
how long is it going to take Trump to put Howard Stern in a cabinet position?
Well, it could happen.
Stern
He
says
could be entertainment director.
he's already in a cabinet position. He talks in a box somewhere on a highway.
And the point. Good point, Mark.
Is Mark already drunk? You're so
I can't think of
halfway
one
done,
Beer
man.
down, baby.
I
That's
can't-
awesome.
I can't think of a happier
Yeah.
place in the world to be in a box. I love it. Speaking of boxes, Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniel. Good
Of course, I'm
segue.
going to pick the topic that involves a prostitute or a fucking adult star. So,
You're saying he's the prostitute and she's the adult star?
the president,
That's the only way to
Because she likes
Don't
old
see it.
guys.
I can tell you this. The president's approval rating, as far as I'm concerned, has skyrocketed.
It actually has
He
gone
has
up.
nailed
Actually has gone up.
he has nailed 4 or 5 of the most primo bitches in the world. Stormy Daniels, the other fucking Playboy Playmate. That dude has fucking skills that are beyond.
No other guy would ever sleep with
I'm
these
pretty
girls.
sure his
All
Miss
the
Universe,
skills, money.
So,
his Miss Universe.
Oh yeah, there's more coming out. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got his
So,
hand on the pulse. I mean, the
wanna,
pulse. I mean, he's got his hand on the pulse.
I want to
the
take
pulse.
my hat off to the Orange Man for conquering some of the fucking finest in the world. You're my dog, fucking DT.
DJT's in the house.
Donald Trump. What's up, Donald?
Now I
well, no, he
guess.
said it. At first he said it was his
Oh,
daughter.
that's right. He said that
Yeah,
if
he said
she
it.
wasn't his daughter, he
You know,
would fuck her.
no, the question was, what do you guys have in common?
I date her.
Well, it would be sex, but, I can't obviously say that here.
Right.
You know?
Donald
But
said
he
that
was
of his
talking about
daughter.
his daughter.
When they
Ivanka?
were
No, yeah.
I'd put it in her butt. Oh my God, she's hot.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
yeah.
apparently so would her father, is
Right.
what we're saying.
Well, of course.
Hazard pay.
Incest is best.
Hazard pay.
Oh, man.
Incest, more like incest.
Hey, he doesn't even know if that's his kid.
Is that what you call that?
Right?
That's amazing. That's
Hey, people that are watching the show, and by the way, if you're just tuning in, this is the Pelon and Chubby Show every Wednesday here at the Vista Village Pub, 6:30 p.m. Be here or fucking be wherever the fuck you are. But we have a great show tonight. We have Guy, Mr. Chubby, we have Cass, the chick, we have Mark, the blind guy, and we have a special visit from Jay Feverman, and
In the
I am
house.
Rick Salas, Pelon. We are here every week, and we appreciate you being here. We're just going over some of the topics here, current events and shit. So if you're just joining in, if you're joining in, you're like, what the fuck? Some of this
What's
is
really
like
going on?
Incest is best and all that stuff. Look, we are comics. We do a podcast. Everything's a joke.
And we
If
got a
you're
millennial,
too
so-
uptight and the panties are on too
and I'm
tight,
a
and the tighty whities are hugging
So
your
obviously
fucking
I
ball
love
sack
incest.
where you can't take a joke, then go watch another motherfucking
I was
podcast.
raised in it.
We don't have
I've
any use
accepted
for
it.
you. But if you like to laugh, if you like to talk about uncomfortable stuff, then please tune in because that's what we do best. We're going to fucking make your skin curl. We're going to make you fucking wonder why you were born. We're going to make you wonder if it was okay that your dad touched you when you were young. Yeah, we're going to ask all that stuff. We're going to fucking make it all relevant. So just put on your seatbelt and fucking watch the show. If anybody else, you have more current, we have any more current events? If not, let's run
Let's
through
get into the comedy review.
comedy preview.
Starting up north.
Week of 29, 30, 31, first Easter Sunday weekend. There's nothing better than celebrating Jesus' resurrection with going and seeing a comedy show with a bunch of dick jokes. I think they go hand in hand. Or hand in car.
Hand in-
Whatever. All right.
Well, you missed it on Palm Sunday, so
Right. All right. So here we're going to start with the Improv in Irvine. My favorite club guy, as
Yeah, it's
I
a
mentioned
great
before,
show.
is my favorite comedy club in the world. The 29th through 31st, we have the one and only Craig Shoemaker coming into town.
Hot.
21 and up, $22. There's 2 shows on Friday, Saturday, 1 show on Thursday. Go and check it out. If you're anywhere in the Orange County neighborhood, Craig Shoemaker, the Love Doctor, will help you and your spouse find the way. But go up and check out that show if it's in your neighborhood. The price of $22 is actually pretty much a bargain. So that's a good show. Going down the 15 to Pachanga, the casino where all the Indians are, we were talking about earlier, getting fucked up and making that casino money. That's their 50 acres and a mule in the form of a casino.
Them for taking their land.
Yeah.
Have this really shitty
We're going to
land.
give you all this money, and then you can go and drink it and gamble it all back to us.
You must have just read "Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee."
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds like a fucking
Absolutely.
It's a good
deal.
book.
All right, so 7:30 show, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Trenton Davis. Trenton Davis.
Trent Davis is
the man.
dope. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's
So-
funny.
He's a good dude too.
18 and
Always
up, if
funny.
you're a youngster and you want to take your chick out or dude out for a date,
Yes.
you go check out a nice little comedy show, and then you get the stinky pinky later. All right, so
Or
moving,
during, if
yeah.
you're into
During
that.
into that.
So sure, moving down to Kearney Mesa, the Comedy Palace. Guy's gonna go ahead and take this one.
Comedy Palace has got their comedy showcase with local comedians.
Bullshit.
Got the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but the Friday main room is sporting the comedy showcase, up to 6 comics, local talent, with a surprise drop in. As usual, Zach Miller runs a great show down there, and it's going to bring in some really good stuff. And then in the following week, or the April 5th, we've got the...
Talk about your shit, fucker.
I'm going to get there.
All right.
April 5th, we got the Spanish comedy, El Comedia de Español. We've got the Los Muy Chistoso. I'll be a part of that show with
Guy's
Benji
gonna be
Reyes
doing jokes in Spanish.
and Puro Español. And Benji Reyes and Luis Santalo.
No mames.
No Mom is Home.
Oh, my man.
And so it's going to be a fun night to wrap up the week, to follow into the next weekend.
Van a ser chistes en puro español.
And that's
En
the
el canal
comedy
que ustedes
view
van a
at
y una
the
visión. Gracias a todos.
Comedy Palace.
I feel like you
Moving.
guys need to have those little things that radio shows have where you say something and then they click the button. It's like, the comedy review. Like,
Okay.
they just have the
You can do that.
presets.
Once we get into our studio,
review.
hey, Cass, I'm glad you brought that up because once we get in the studio,
also that's
this,
whack shit, though.
this comedy review thing is going to be followed. Every time I say who's going to be there, we're going to play a clip that people can actually hear. The
She
comedy.
likes that. She likes
So
that idea.
don't
She
take
went,
my
"Oh."
opinion. You can actually hear it and judge for
I don't
yourself.
take your opinion.
Right.
Nice. She doesn't.
Because you don't know shit about comedy, and I do. That's why I make all the fucking opinions. All right, let's go. So,
next,
Might be the only
So,
thing to
Guy
know something about
Guy is going to be there on. No, I eat
August
pussy
5th.
pretty good. Yeah. So, you're going to be there
August 5th. I mean, April 5th.
April 5th. Go out and check out Guy and his amigos. They're going to be doing Spanish in puro español, in Spanish for everybody that doesn't understand that.
Is that
At
what
the
you're going to
Comedy
be debuting
Palace
your
in
mariachi
Kearney Mesa.
band there too, right?
Oh, my mariachi. I'm at the grito and everything.
So go check him out down there. He's going to be down there checking it out.
I love mariachi.
All right, so
My
let's
little boy, he
move-
goes crazy for
Let's
that
move
stuff.
down to American Comedy Company downtown San Diego, and they got the
Chingo Bling.
Chingo Bling. I've never seen this shit before. He has a little dummy,
Little puppet.
whatever. Oh my God, he's funnier than shit. He does. He's an actor. He's a comic. He does. He sings. He does all kinds of shit. Very entertaining. I watched this clip. Go to American Comedy Company online. Click on his little link, and it shows a video of him. Very, very funny. I think you'll like it. It's 21 and up at the American Comedy Club. It's $20. If you're downtown San Diego and you're thinking about taking that drive all the way up to Irvine, fuck it. Stay home and watch the Chingo Bling, whatever. Dude's fucking. I never heard of him before.
And it's hilarious. He
But
was.
it
He's
looks
so
great.
funny,
Sounds
you
great.
can't even remember
Yeah.
his name.
From the video, I'm like, fuck, he looks good. So I would go see him for the $20. If I ever paid for a comedy show, I would go see him. So, yeah, stay at home, stay in town. Madhouse Comedy Club,
Madhouse Comedy.
Horton Plaza.
Getting
Guy.
some good stuff for you this weekend. We've got local sensation Mark Christopher Lawrence from NBC's Chuck, Glee, Weeds,
Hasn't everybody in San Diego
Seinfeld,
already
Terminator 2. Mark Christopher Lawrence is an amazing
good.
comic, and he's going to be glazing the stage on Thursday and Friday. We also actually, tonight, Jesse Egan, San Diego's funniest person
Jesse
winner.
Egan's good.
Great guy, and he does some great comedy. Clean, stays on the cuff. Jesse Egan is a hilarious guy.
Is it
He's
better
actually
'cause it's
featured
clean?
tonight. It's better for wholesome comedy, 18 and up. And Matt Bird's bringing that one. Jason Cheney's actually there tonight with the World Series of Comedy, starting out the weekend wrap with Mark Christopher on Saturday, and then Sunday, April 1st.
So I'm a little hard on the Comedy Store. I'm sorry, the Madhouse. But they actually have some decent comics rolling through.
They do have the.
Yeah.
It's when they do the showcases or the one-off shows that you kind of lose the fervency of it.
Yeah, look for the free tickets. Look for the free tickets. It makes it more worthwhile.
Actually, I'll be there on April 1st. No, just kidding.
There's free tickets online everywhere. Don't pay. The money doesn't go to the comics. That's why I'm saying don't pay. It doesn't go to the comics. It goes to that piece of shit owner that doesn't book good comics. So when all these guys are rolling into town, try and get the free tickets. And then if you want to hook up the comic, fucking slip a 20 in their pocket or something. Yeah,
or they pass a bucket? No.
So Rick will be at the Madhouse next week. Headline.
He won't go inside. He won't step his foot. He will not step foot in the Madhouse.
Shithole of a club.
I'm so curious. What's your beef? I want to know.
It's a long
It was
story.
the concept of the
Why
club
the
itself.
club was created.
Of the thing.
Yeah.
It's a principality.
And you know what? It comes to
I don't have that much time.
okay. It comes to here's what I equate it to: sweatshop labor and child labor, where you have everybody working and you don't pay shit.
All right.
But you call it a comedy club and show. So if you're charging at the door, then fucking pay people.
Yeah.
Stop using people. Fucking already, you know what? When you first open up and you're just starting out and you're having a hard time, I understand. But you've been open for fucking 3 or 4 years. Start paying people, fucker.
Wait, so
Stop using people.
The people that come in
because they want to be seen. They're trying to.
Oh, so it's purely for
right.
just.
They're trying to hone in on their craft and all that shit.
That's really
and so this motherfucker is using them, and he's an attorney during the day, so he makes enough money. Stop using fucking people and pay them.
Unless the club's breaking even, then I can understand. But
he's charging at the door. My rule is, if you charge at the door, pay me.
Well, and as somebody who doesn't,
I don't care if you just pay me $20, $40, whatever it is. Pay me something.
As somebody who doesn't even live in that realm, I would just assume a cover charge would be going towards the acts.
Part of it.
Yeah,
you know what?
I have no idea.
Here's the shady part. These comedy club owners will donate it to charity before they'll give it to a fucking comic. How shitty is that? Oh, a portion of the proceeds are going to a charity. Well, how about me? I'm a fucking charity case. I'm working here for free. What the fuck? Give it to me. I'll get a fucking ITIN number, whatever the fuck I gotta get.
I'm getting the comedians are working for the comedy clubs and promoting their charities. Is that what's going on?
That's what's happening.
Okay, sure.
That's a good.
So
that's a good synopsis.
So how are these comedians living then?
Exactly, Mark.
They're just going around and
pay these motherfuckers so they can pay for gas to get there to work for you for free at least.
50 to 100 people show up paying $25 at the door. I mean, man, these places.
Look at Mark. You know shit about comedy. Even you see the unjust there. Me as a comic, being on the other end, working for these sorry motherfuckers for free, I really feel it. Yeah, I just did a half hour of my best shit, and I got paid dick. And if I enjoyed getting paid in dick, then I'd be fucking happy. I'd be like a fucking with tambourines and fucking dancing and shit. Oh, I got paid 5 dicks. I'm fucking happy. Right? No.
Is that how you just picture all gay people in your
Pretty
head?
much like that. But snapping and twirling most of the time.
Snapping and twirling.
I don't even think he's met a gay person, to be honest.
Yeah, that's awesome. Whoa.
All right, so let's go to La Jolla.
At the Comedy Store.
At La Jolla, they did something that Pachanga did, and they booked, mediocre Hollywood comic. That management company sends a group of them, and they say, okay, we'll book a bunch of them. John, Jon, so obviously he's Canadian. Rudninsky. 10 to $20. I look at it like this. Look, you go to the movies and spend $15 and walk out disappointed, or you can spend $10 at a comedy show, get a couple laughs, walk out disappointed. You save yourself $5. Fuck it.
You'll still be disappointed.
Right, but for less.
Less money.
Right, less collateral damage. Yeah. So, and if it's close to your house, they do serve alcohol at the comedy club, which at the movie theaters, some of them don't. So there's a benefit there. Yeah. And then at the La Jolla Comedy Store, there's usually a lot of hot chicks that go there. So, yeah.
The payoff is the view.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So
I got it.
There could be a double payoff. You might enjoy the show and Get laid.
And get laid. Maybe, perhaps, if you're lucky.
Why is it that guys, we're always so optimistic when it comes to getting laid? Like I used to do this joke about driving on the freeway and like making eye contact with the chick and giving her that look, you know, that look.
The look.
Where at the next rest stop, she might pull over and I pull over and we get laid. So why are we so hopeful and so optimistic that that's going to happen?
I don't know.
When there's like no fucking chance on earth
Nobody's
that it's
gonna
going to
do
happen, right?
Nobody gives you that idea, I don't think.
Right. No, they do. Well, I see. Like I give that vibe across the fucking like through the window. Like you need.
Okay,
to, you need to pull over and fuck me.
Well, it wasn't the look, but we did
That's the look when she looks
like
through
this
the
little rabbit chase thing, and we drove all up
Do
the
you
fucking
feel the moisture building up?
all up to 5.
Yeah, that's the effect.
I'm
that
on
it has.
E when she finally
Like,
decides to pull
Is
over.
my air conditioning on, or is my seat just soaking wet for no reason?
I'm on E when she finally decides to pull over, and I'm like, "So is this going to happen?" She goes, "You're cute. Let's meet somewhere else." I get back in my car, clunk, 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 and I run out of fucking gas.
You see?
Oh man.
Does this really happen? I've never like.
You ain't hooked up in traffic. Never hooked up, no
No.
traffic, blow by, no
I
fly
don't know a
by.
single woman.
Now here, I
who
remember.
passed
Wow.
What
I
else are you
remember
supposed to
being
do
in
when it's
high
bumper to
school.
bumper?
Hey, listen, I have a relevant story.
Roadhead with the woman in
Roadhead.
the car with you.
Well, we've had that plenty of times.
Yeah.
I even had on the lap, fucking bouncing while we're.
I got that, but all right.
Anyway,
We're
When
driving.
I was skinny, stupid.
We're driving. Me, my best bud, who was in my band, because I had a band, you know, I had long hair and everything, and my brother, my older female, we're driving. We see these 3 chicks in the car. They're good looking. They're like our age. We're like 16, 17 at the time.
Is this hypothetical?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
he's telling a story, man.
Exactly.
I'm looking for the setup.
I'm sorry.
Looking for the setup.
Go.
Chase around for a while, then they pull around. Hey, pull over. So they pull over. And these girls, you can see they're definitely a little bit higher class than we're probably used to getting. These girls are higher class than we're these are a little bit, they could even be college girls. And so my brother's like, we're like, hey, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And then my brother goes, hey, girls, we got some shit in the back.
So they
And then we guys go, no thanks, we're high on life.
they took off.
And it wasn't even.
I think it was the sheer number of guys to girl
the
ratio.
It was like Keystone beer. Remember Keystone beer? Of
course. How do you think I made
Is
it
that
to
like
college?
Zima?
It might have been Meisterbrow because we were up
Meister,
north.
bro? Wow.
Natty Ice.
Oh my god.
Milwaukee's best.
Hey, when I
It's
was
what
in
you
college-
drink when you're in high school and
Yeah.
you got a band.
When I was in college, Keystone Light was the fucking, we had to.
If
Yeah,
you're watching this on Facebook, Pelon and Chubby, this is our last presentation, last recording here at VVB.
Vista
And
Village Pub.
is going down in infamy with all across the talk table. 5 in the house, Rockin' Cox and Shot, Lock-In with Cast the Chick, Mark Woodard, Jay Feverman, Pelon and Chubby. This is the way we do it each week, and have been doing it.
Oh, and the
And Ari
Huh?
Duffington.
Ari Dubbington's in the house.
What's happening?
He's got the beers flowing. Fucking, he's the
This
host
man-
of all hosts.
I see
fucking
him,
making
like,
sure.
coming around and he's like
Yeah, he
secretly
yeah.
setting beers.
Ari makes sure shit happens. He's like our Jewish manager.
Our
in
steward.
Hollywood, fucking.
Our steward, like not a butler, but
You
a
ever see
steward.
what's that show with fucking on HBO? What the fuck is it? Entourage.
Entourage.
This is,
That's our
Ari.
dude. Ari Dubbington's in the house.
And we have Adam the Builder, the
And
creator
Adam
of
the
Pelon
Builder,
and
creator of the Pelon and Chubby.
So he'll be providing the hookers and blow later, right?
The Juice got that hammer.
The juice has got that automatic.
This really is a high end podcast.
Yeah, it's spare
It's a
no.
real deal.
See
End up
Wolf
high.
of Wall Street? It's like
Wolf
that.
of Wall Street is like
On a
that.
podcast.
Books for a podcast.
Exactly. There you go.
Somebody pause the camera.
You know, we're snorting coke off hookers' asses and shit.
Steve Zerini says, Sirianni says he's looking forward to the new studio. I'm looking forward to it. And good things have happened over here, thanks to Adam.
What's up, Steve?
Will your pole be there?
No,
Will
the
your
pole,
dancing
we had
pole
to, we
be
had to
there?
take
Or
the
no,
pole
it's you
down.
guys retired.
This place
The pole
is.
retired,
You
dude.
saw the picture, all right?
I saw the picture. It looks good,
It's
man.
fucking professional, dude.
Looks good.
The table's good, nice size table.
Hey, it's in. We have it in this fabulous complex in Carlsbad, overlooking the ocean. Like there's a swimming pool. conference room.
It's a virtual
Everybody
window.
has
Don't let
their
them
own
see.
office.
No, it's got
This place
virtual
is
view and shit.
badass.
VIP.
I'm thinking this is
Nothing
some
but the
good
best.
BS you're laying on me right now, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can just see
The
it.
room rotates to
Just
give
look at the
everybody
room.
that
Look
same
at the
view.
room.
Everybody
Would
gets
you
to see.
imagine it being anywhere
I
else
saw it, boy.
than some plush
Man, if
five-star
Mark saw it,
complex?
We have fun.
Hey,
we have fun.
Checking out.
We have a good
I'm
time.
you
just digging
call
the
the cops?
foreigner right now, man.
somebody stole my beer.
Got an APB out on.
There was a beer in here.
Pelon's
We got
beer?
it. Fucking
He's got an all points bulletin on Pelon's beer.
Well, you see,
805 by
Yo, you
Firestone.
see.
So let's see here.
Said Mark.
We covered all the comedy clubs.
Next week we'll cover the finer points of basket weaving, as led by Pelon and Chubby.
Oh my
Hold on,
goodness,
hold on,
that
hold on.
sounds.
Hold on.
Whoa!
I can hear the roar
They
of
won't.
the trivia Nazis in the
They're
house.
ramping it up.
They're here.
Yeah, we'll be done with that shit.
Here to prove who's smarter than the other.
To
with
win the
fucking
Isn't that
ugliest.
what we're doing?
useless information.
Yes, but we make up our own
make our
answers
own
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ours. There's no actual facts involved at all.
Not in agreement. It's
We're
all
just
good.
making this crap up as we go.
That's what I was gonna say.
So they all
Cass.
gather here.
You're showing up with facts. We're just showing up with
Just
bullshit.
showing up with bullshit.
They all gather here in the battle of wits to prove who has the biggest trivia cock.
Who can remember the most? I guess,
Yes,
isn't that
yes,
the trivia?
yes.
Where can I sign up to be a fucking geek? Thank you.
Obviously, out in the front of the VVP.
the trivia guy.
It's
A lot more than us right now.
He's making ducats.
Hey, while we're bringing up the subject of this pro bono work that we're doing, the room is built. We have some furniture. I think we're cool on the furniture, but we need electronics.
Tronics.
We need sponsors.
Sponsors.
And all the money. Look it.
I'll be your echo.
We might have drug habits, but we're not going to spend it on the drugs.
No.
Well,
It's going to go. All
Baby son.
the money.
It's the drugs are for the kids.
100% of the money is going to go to perfecting the Pelon and Chubby show.
It's for the
and buying
children.
equipment for the show.
Do it for the children.
We believe in
I
the children.
believe the children are our
No,
future.
fuck the kids. We need equipment for our studio. And so all the money's going to go to the studio, electronics on the studio.
I was gonna say, please don't actually fuck the kids.
No, not literally or
That's
figuratively.
not cool. That's frowned upon by the
Yeah,
establishment.
Nobody likes that.
No,
It's
we
frowned
don't
upon
know.
by the establishment.
But we do need equipment. So any donations from some of you filthy rich wasting it on fucking meaningless shit, send it our way and we'll talk about meaningless shit. So
Maybe
we
we'll,
need
like,
some loot.
say your name in the main
Yeah.
little
No, we'll-
talking about
hey.
meaningless shit.
You know what's good that you brought that up? The room has not been named. We're calling it right now the Pelon and Chubby Studio, but really, Pelon and Chubby have not paid for that title sponsorship.
We'll name the
So-
studio after you.
That studio, the title sponsorship is up for grabs. So that studio, we will say, the Pelon and Chubby Show, broadcasting live from
CNN.
main studio.
Nice.
Wouldn't that be
How
cool?
can you
And then
resist?
we'll even put your shield of your company,
Your crest.
on the microphone,
Your banner.
You mean like shield, like Trojans, or
like their name.
Yeah, we stopped for a second. Understand. What?
Hey, fucker, we're trying to sell something here, right? Fucking stay.
Well, hey, if Trojans are sponsoring you, that's a good thing. That's the most popular condom.
So in
they're
the
just flooding it
background
now.
right here, in the background right here, it'll have your name, your company name with the Pelon and Chubby.
Yep.
And then on our cards, Jay, show them a card. All right, there you go. All right, on the card, on the bottom of the cards there, and any advertising that we do online or on paper, we'll have your name on there.
It'd be your stuff.
Yeah,
You go directly to the YMCA.
and that is yours for only
A
$500,000.
$500,000.
That allows us to get all the
$2,500.
equipment
I'll
that
take
we
a
need.
quarter of a mil.
Don't spend it on the Super Bowl. Spend it on Pelon and Chubby.
Okay, we'll do it for a fraction of that $500,000. We're negotiable. Give me an offer more than 25 cents, and we'll fucking consider it. We're not greedy. We're just needy. All
As you
right.
can see, our bar is very low.
Yeah.
Please just give us money.
Please. I'll blow you. Just send
He will too.
for the right amount. I do have a price. I'll plug my nose. Do you mind if I wear one of those swimmer's plugs on my nose when I suck your cock? Is that okay?
Don't forget the goggles.
Or is that disrespectful?
Make sure you bring goggles.
Not to take all of your
Gotta have the
fullness.
full face one.
Yeah, with the nose
All of your fullness. No, but
But really,
Generous sponsor.
that's me juggling his balls.
Are you fondling his balls?
Only for the generous sponsors.
In between
face
throwing
goggles.
up.
No.
That was me gagging his balls in my head. But I'll do it for the team.
That's how you know he doesn't suck dick.
that's how you know
That would've been
that was horrible. I wasn't impressed.
Why don't you explain?
You gotta
I'm glad I
like-
failed at that example.
You ever seen the movie Labyrinth?
That's
Yeah.
a good movie.
David
Yeah,
Bowie?
David
You know,
Bowie.
he's like doing the crystals and
Yeah, he
his hand.
sucks balls for sure.
I mean, he is bisexual, or he was. All right,
Recipe.
bisexual. So
Does that make him a better human?
no.
He please more people?
Wow.
I mean,
That was good. That was good.
I watch the
Can I use that one?
change the sides, but never leave the street.
As far as I'm concerned,
permanent
he's better.
sign.
He's doing shit I would never do.
They go through my eyes. Changes.
That's the Beatles?
Don't get me started on Bowie karaoke right now, you guys.
All right, so let's see. How much time we in?
10.
Huh?
We're in deep, an hour and a half already.
Oh, nice. So we've been with you for an hour and a half. Do you have any questions, folks? Do we need any clarification on anything?
Got a lot of watchers out there.
Any
Want to
final-
send some shout outs to
Let's send some
Marcel.
shout-outs.
Let's do some shout outs.
Hefe, thanks for calling me.
Number 30.
Rodrigo.
Marcel Costin, Lorraine. Most of these are my fans from back east. Friends and family, loves and lovers.
Right.
Thanks for watching, checking us out.
Thank you.
Cass the Chick, you got any shout outs you want to make?
I guess my mom, thanks for
having
Alejandro
birthing me.
Rurock is
so
asking
I
what
can
we're
be
checking
here.
out, what we're talking about.
Also, she just turned 50 this week, so happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, there you
Happy
go.
birthday, Mama. 50?
Yep, Mama Melissa.
Thanks for having
Mama
me.
Melissa, thanks for having Cass
so I
the
can
Chick.
Thanks for
finally,
pushing me out.
so I can finally find my
That head.
reason for living.
Oh my God.
Doing the Pelon and Chubby show.
Yeah, right? Thanks for birthing me, so eventually, 22 years later, I'd be here surrounded by, like, these really old
So
men
she get it.
who
So
are
she
very
all her dreams are revealed now.
She likes to put emphasis on the old part, which is fine.
It's like I know my place.
Because no matter, can you tell the fags to shut up? Shut those doors. Fuck them.
They're so smart.
Yeah, their brains are showing.
Okay.
You double double.
No, close both.
You
Nobody gives a fuck.
Their brains
I
are showing.
am a
Hey, what are they
trivia
gonna do? Tell us not to come
genius.
back?
I am a trivia genius.
Dino Bonilla is asking if he can ask us a question. Type your question in now.
Yeah, ask
We're
away.
going hot. We're going to line. Dino Bonilla from the Anything
Hey,
Goes,
they can
California.
Baloney, what?
You know what? You can call in 760-565-3713. Pelon and Chubby, 760-565-3713. Light up our Google Talk line now
Oh,
with your
hell
silly
no.
ass question.
Zach says
Okay,
he's
ask.
watching from Del Mar, which means he gave in.
And Dino, hi.
Fucking.
You're a sick fuck, Dino. Thanks for running that awesome group.
Dino, how you doing, buddy?
Dino Bonillo, thumbs up, buddy. Thanks for having me in your group.
What did he ask?
Well, he's asked if we can ask a question. Then
So ask.
ask your question, bro.
All right.
If
So
you can hear me, stay clear of me.
Who else is in?
Shout out to Steve Sirianni again and
Steve.
Alejandro Rurock. Rurock.
The who?
Rurock. I don't know. What are we talking about these days, or what are these guys talking about? I don't know. We talk about everything you want us to talk about.
Interesting.
His question.
In.
It's here.
Is
It's
it here?
When I come in a girl's ass, she starts farting sperm bubbles. Yes, and depending on what she had for dinner, they'll be protein rich.
And then when the
I feel
bubble,
like none of you have done anal.
And then-
That's how you think it ends.
So are there cum
See,
bubbles?
she knows.
Are there cum
there's
bubbles?
not.
No?
Cass,
It just spews.
do you
It doesn't.
do you feel like compelled
Come here.
to
Come here.
explain?
Come here.
Cass.
Come here.
Cass, do you
Come
feel
here.
compelled to speak about
Speaking from
anal
experience.
Yeah, can I? Does
Have you
anybody
had?
wanna
Okay,
hear?
hold on.
Yes, I have had anal.
You've had it in the butt.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
How
Dino.
many times have you had it in the butt?
Anal
I
and
don't. More
Let's
than I
like
can
more or
probably
less,
count at this
like
point.
100
No,
times.
less, less than 10,
How many
less
times?
than 5. No, probably in between 5 and 10.
So would you say it's like a nice broken-in baseball glove?
No, I would say that it sucks every time, and I don't. Right? She knows.
So there's some elasticity. It snaps back.
But the
Yeah.
resistance,
Oh,
the
nice,
resistance.
Do you know that
is-
there's actually, if
All right.
a woman has a loose vagina,
Right.
it means she's not into the sex. Because when a woman gets real tight, it's when she's like, she wants it. So
Wow.
it's kind of like a butthole.
This is
Like,
a
you
whole-
get loose
That's bullshit. You know it.
This is a whole nother side of Cass, the chick we've never
So,
seen before. This is nice. It's refreshing. All right, go ahead.
No, he's
This is
not.
this
He
is
actually
stuff.
left.
This is stuff Dino wants to hear. This is stuff Dino wants to hear.
Yes.
He
So
can
let me
handle
ask you this. If you had Taco Bell the night before, right? And then you
I
do
wouldn't have,
hold on.
but okay.
Let's just say, and then
Taco
you
Bell's
have,
fucking
and then you have,
disgusting.
hold on, you have anal, and it creates these bubbles. When the bubbles pop, do you smell Taco Bell?
No, because they don't create bubbles.
Chalupa. Chalupa.
Does it smell like a gordita?
This is like
I was
a
gonna say.
gordita.
Maybe if
Okay.
she's over 300 pounds.
So if she leaves skid
Yeah,
marks
she's
on
Mexican.
my cock, I expect her to suck the shit off my helmet. Good
Dude,
point.
if you're
Good
not
point.
ready to get some shit on your cock, don't put it in
Don't
your
go in.
asshole.
Don't go there. Yeah, that's
That's all I'm
that's
saying.
advice.
Cass is bringing it.
Jesus Christ.
This is deeper than I expected.
It's too fucking state.
How do you prevent for a lot of shit?
Her
from getting on
boyfriend
your
left the
cock?
room, as a matter.
He
got the hell out of Dodge.
because I guess I got more pink shots than a bunch of you sided motherfuckers. You know,
We're talking about asshole fucking right
yeah,
now.
I'm talking
Okay.
about not that. So,
Oh, is he talking? What
Yeah.
kind of fucking are you talking
well, the only place it's supposed to be in pussy.
about?
So,
Oh, pussy in the mouth.
No.
Put it in my mouth.
that's just to
Wow.
shut up.
Motherfucking
It's
mouth.
talking too much. No,
Okay.
or to hear opinion. you
I guess
pull
Cass
out.
is getting comfortable in the group.
See,
She's explaining the finer points of anal fucking. This is great.
I'm,
What?
you know,
2 shows in and she's all at anal.
Yeah, go ahead.
You asked for
Well, a
it.
comedian.
Paint a picture. No,
a comedian.
paint a
We
picture. By all
dick
means,
jokes or
please.
female comedians or pussy jokes, and we go anal, and
Oh, it's
it's all
good.
good. It's all good.
That's our thing, I guess.
You know what? You know,
anybody got a spoon?
What's the spoon? You gonna play us a little
To eat that ass.
like grocery?
wow.
Figure that out. So,
I gave up on the whole asshole thing. I can't get it in. I can't.
can't-
I get so frustrated. I fucking give up
Well,
on the
do you go
project.
can't stay hard
dry or
enough.
do you use lube?
Everything.
He's tried
Everything.
everything.
Well,
It's like you know what? And I squeeze the motherfucker and try and put it in the hole. And I can't.
Oh, my God.
I can't.
I don't
You know,
believe it.
you
Something's
gotta-
wrong.
here's what
I
you
get
have
more
to do.
excited.
If we're gonna get into the nitty gritty,
Okay.
you gotta feel up her puss while you're trying to go in.
Yeah, she's gonna get loose and she's gonna stay loose.
Because women don't get sexual arousal from their ass; it all comes vaginally. So if you
Strangely enough, though, the guy's trigger is in his ass. So, so if she reaches around and sticks a finger in his ass,
So if anything,
Boom.
we should be putting
That's
things
because
in
his
guys'
prostate
asses.
gland is
not my ass.
just south of that.
See, you can't just sit over there like a fucking parakeet talking about, yeah, high five. You
I
go
was-
your ass over
I like
here.
it. I'm like,
You
yeah,
talk that shit,
that's
okay?
all right.
Don't be just talking
The
that
only
shit.
other woman in the room, just by sense of
Notice you
somebody
won't hear
knows.
this blind guy
So,
talking about these subjects because I am an anatomist. I know perfectly well.
So
what the body's
Alejandro
supposed to
and
do.
Dino,
So,
you guys are more than welcome. We're also going to be opening up our studio for you guys to come in and shoot your own shows. We'll have open sessions so you guys can learn podcasting.
We will be
You get
renting
teaching.
out-
We're renting out the space, and you guys will teach you the finer qualities so you guys
For
can get back in the
$1
swing.
million an hour.
Okay. Anyway, so
a little bit less.
I forgot to put the echo.
Our sponsors pay $500,000.
Yes, she is,
People wanting to use the studio.
and we want to
full.
appreciate.
Taco Bell will just pay us in tacos and gorditas.
Yeah, can we get a Taco Bell sponsorship?
I want those fucking
for this?
taco fries.
Hey.
Those things are bomb.
Taco Bell paid in queef bubbles.
You know, queef comes out of the vagina, not the ass.
But it's still
Whatever.
bubbles.
Fuck it.
You can make a bubble.
Fuck both of them.
I know, but you can't make a queef bubble out of your asshole. That's just a fart. Just so you know.
Don't tell the queers that in California. Oh,
Solid.
Sure.
Solid as a rock.
Oh.
This information is
The
welcome.
blind guy's
Thanks for
making
sharing.
gay
Thanks
jokes.
for caring.
Sense to me, if I'm being honest. What?
Like you're the fucking
Okay.
front
He's been riding the bike
for
all
the
day.
gay community.
I'm
Cass
I
is the
just
fucking
didn't get
voice
the
of the
joke.
gay community.
I missed it
I'm
too.
just trying to be the voice for everybody who he wants to be the voice against.
Definition of a millennial.
If he has to say
Well,
something
you're gonna have to be the voice for a lot of people. Man.
That is
And I'm ready. I talk a lot.
that is the definition of a millennial.
Women.
Do nothing and defend everyone.
Syndicate, what's happening?
Get my hands dirty. Are you fucking crazy?
Are you implying
Okay,
that
look
I
at
do nothing?
all right.
Do you want me to
Okay,
lay
look,
this
look,
down
look.
to you?
Here was the revelation that was discussed on the news today about millennials. They don't use top sheets.
Yeah, because you kick them down anyway.
See, that's some bullshit.
Lazy motherfuckers.
Lazy motherfuckers.
Lazy motherfuckers. It takes too long to make up your bed with the fucking top sheet. You disgusting motherfuckers. You'll wash your bottom
The reason
sheet.
why hotel comforters
Right.
are no longer good.
You know, if you don't wash your comforter as much as you wash that fucking bottom sheet, you're a fucking pig. That's what the purpose of that top sheet is, to fucking shield that comforter that you don't want to wash all the time because it's hard to wash in your washing machine, that you just wash the top sheet and the
I
bottom
don't think
sheet.
I've ever had an issue washing my comforter.
Martha Pelon
Do you
Stewart
wash
in
it
the
as much
house.
as you
That's
change
what
your
I'm
bottom
talking
sheet?
about.
No,
Every time
nobody does.
Every time I wash
Okay,
my sheets, I wash my comforter.
you're one of the few that does that, and that fucking thing's gonna disintegrate, and you're gonna go through comforters like you go through sheets.
I don't
Just
go
use
through
a fucking
sheets
top.
for that option.
Stop trying to reinvent the wheel, you fucking millennial motherfuckers. Just do it the way that it's supposed to be done, the way it was fucking designed.
You just
Everybody
let
wants to change
people
everything.
Be comfortable
No,
doing
everybody
their
wants to
thing.
change the
Do not
fucking
get to
wheel.
dictate
This world was
everybody's
created
life.
a certain
Oh my
way.
God.
It's not dependent on you fuckers to come in and change the whole fucking world.
It doesn't
Just
take
fucking
much to
blend
get 'em
in.
fired up.
All the other generations fucking followed in suit and rank and fucking file as they came into this fucking world when they came through the fucking vagina.
He's hot.
They said, where the fuck do I
He's
fall
hot.
in? Right?
It's a
But no,
fallacy.
you motherfuckers had to come in and
Top
say,
sheets.
we're going to change all this shit because for the last couple million years, it's been done fucking wrong. How are you fucking idiots the ones that are going to prove that it's been done wrong for all these fucking years? Who the fuck are you to say it's going to be done wrong? Why should you come in and change? Just fall in the fucking spot where you fucking belong, you fucking tards. Fucking fucktards. Fall into line, motherfuckers.
It's so cute to watch
I
him
think
get
this
that
will be our
angry
last
over
episode.
That little
a fucking
vein.
Top sheet.
Taylor.
Over a top sheet. This
I'm
man-
bound to lose it one time a show. Yeah. Fucking baby boomers did it wrong. Generation X did it wrong. We're the fucking ones. Fuck you, you stupid motherfuckers.
Wait, shut
You
the
don't
fuck
want
up
to.
for
You don't
one
want to pick up
second.
a hammer
For one
and fucking hammer.
I'm gonna kill his mic.
Ask Adam the Builder. None of these motherfuckers want to build a house, but they all want to live in one. Fuck these motherfuckers. A computer can't
You
build
know
your
what?
fucking house.
Hold on,
You
you
got to pick up a hammer and build that motherfucker.
Do I need to raise my hand here?
Here we go.
Anyway,
I don't know. Do you want to change that rule too? What, in school you fart before you can fucking speak? I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so
I'm sorry.
What you're hold on. Let me just ask you this earnestly. So what you're saying is, things right now are perfect. Nothing needs to be changed whatsoever. Things in the world, things nationally, everything is just right.
Peachy.
Some things need to be changed.
Trump,
Not-
he made America great again.
I thought we needed to fall in line.
Hold on. My point is, everything doesn't have to be fucking changed.
We're not trying to change everything. You're
Are you
generalizing
fucking kidding?
everybody.
Do you want to look at this motherfucker and see? You
Dino
motherfuckers
said-
are trying to change everything. The color of the fucking planet? I don't know what the fuck you're
They
trying
want
to
to.
do.
They want to hide the fucking
You know?
statues.
Just
They want to
making
undo
shit up.
history.
They want to
Oh,
get rid of all the
absolutely.
fucking
That
historical
right there.
statues that are
You guys
erect.
want to?
No, that was it's
Change
his.
all the laws.
Change all the laws.
everything.
Exactly,
It's not
man.
fair.
Why? Because it doesn't
should
fit
have the
you.
right to marry.
Like when you came in you came in the world, you fucking shit it out, and you came out and you said, you know what? This world isn't designed for me. We
Actually-
must change this fucking
Here's the
world.
thing. We saw people like you fucking up the world, and now we're trying to take it back.
How am I fucking
Hello.
Because you don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
Talk.
You're crude, you're rude, which is
Talk.
fine. It's your own thing. But you don't have feelings for anybody besides your own self.
Hey,
And that's
talk.
the issue.
I
That's
have-
why there's wars. That's why there's ignorance.
I
That's why
don't
there's
like
everything.
wars.
That's
I don't
a
like any of that shit.
misconception.
You don't
I
like
all the
gays
bad
or
stuff.
cripples or anybody else either.
The Bible says that they're fucking abomination.
The
What do you want
Bible
me to do?
is written
What
by
do you want me
man.
to do?
It's not written
What do you want me to do?
Oh.
Oh, it's not written by God.
Uh-oh.
We're not.
Moses stood on the fucking mountain and God went, and they made these stones and the
fuck was
fucking,
that?
all the rules came out. Is
What
that a
was
fucking
that?
figment of my imagination?
What was
Or did
that?
that fucking happen?
Did that
A
just-
burning bush?
Because this is going to go to I'm just gonna
Subject for another show.
I'll save it for another
Okay,
time.
look at let's enjoy all the rights and privileges that are given to us by all our forefathers.
Flip it over.
Right? Let's take advantage of all those, but all
Wait.
the stuff that rubs us a little wrong,
Yeah.
Can I
let's
respond?
change it.
On that, I have to agree.
Okay, no, you know what? You got to pick what side of the fence you're on. If you're going to enjoy the privileges that all the other motherfuckers died for you and that created in your life here, then fucking ride, go with the flow. If you want to change the whole fucking thing, give up all your rights then, fucker, and then earn them yourself. Earn them yourself. Go through life and earn them your fucking self. And don't enjoy the rights that were given to you by other people.
I don't even hear you talk anymore.
I'm just saying.
I don't hear any of that.
You enjoy all the freedoms that you have. Are you worried about a bomb hitting you right now? Of course not. You know why? Because people fought for your fucking life. Right. But
You know, some of those people
war's
that fought
wrong.
for my fucking life were the people that you were trash talking a couple minutes ago.
Who?
You know, i.e. the gays or, minorities.
there's not supposed to be homos in the fucking army anyway.
Why not?
Because they're fucking fags. They're not supposed to be there.
You know what? You say
It's gonna
facts so
fucking-
much, I think you might just be afraid that
it's
you
gonna
are one.
detour and it's gonna distract the focus that the fucking guys have there for. They're thinking about fucking him in the ass instead of fighting the war. We don't need that.
Not really.
I love
They can
how
That's
stay
not true.
home.
I love
That's not
how
true.
often you speak
That's not
for
true.
other people.
They can
That's
stay
not
home
true.
and
so
quilt.
funny
They
how
can
you
stay
bring
home and
people's-
quilt something.
You speak
Make a
Right,
blanket for when they
right.
come back. I don't know.
God
But
damn.
yeah, war is not for them.
Oh.
It's not for
Then tell
everybody.
them
It's not for
Not
everybody.
even if I was dead.
It's not for everybody.
Well,
I'm just saying, it's not for everybody. You're not gonna get me on the homo fucking topic. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I'm never going to give up, so let's just keep it going forever then. But also, I heard Chubby say we're running over.
Over.
We always do.
Like a
We're late because we're fucking
Over
minorities. We run over because we're minorities.
I will lay me down like a brick.
When these two sing, that's what I hear out in the streets. Fucking dogs and cats.
I will lay me down.
It's so peaceful.
That
All
song
right.
rocks.
That
dude.
song.
So what do we got
rocks.
inside?
Metal. You know another one that's really good?
Art
Another,
Garfunkel.
you know another metal?
Hey, we're
That
gonna
guy-
sign off, and Jay's gonna give us
Which one?
Closing him.
the music.
An outro.
Do you want?
Can
You
we
want?
get the
The,
outro?
do you
So
want
let's
that?
do, I think everybody's done. We're done.
We're done.
All right, so we got lined up. All right, so this is the last show ever from the Vista Village Pub. We appreciate
Ever.
them having us here, even though they fell short many, many times.
Oh, but they did.
It's
They definitely
okay.
charged Pelon. I'm sure he's over
They've overcharged me
$700.
many times. Fuck this place. We're never coming back again. They suck a big donkey fucking dick.
No, they're actually very nice.
This is actually a really good bar.
They actually.
But
let
if
us
you ever
do-
stop by the
If
Vista
you ever
Village
have a
Pub,
chance to in
get
Vista,
the shepherd's
if you ever have a
pie.
chance
That's
to
just
pick somewhere to
He's
drink,
heavily medicated
don't
right
pick
now.
this
Don't
fucking
listen to
place.
him.
There's the Belgian Beaver.
There's Belgian Beaver. There's
Smitty's,
there's
He's
Mother
close to-
Earth.
there's Mother Earth.
There's the
But
cosmetology.
if you have
Close
a
to
choice of
retirement,
going
it's
in
a little
this place
past his
and
bedtime.
spending $1 in
He's a
this
little
fucking
angry.
miserable of a toilet bar, fucking choose another location, please. This fucking Vista Village sucks a big old donkey dick. I will never ever come here again in my fucking life. Fuck this place.
Pelon and Chubby.
That being said, we're gonna be at the Pelon and Chubby studio next week. We're gonna have our own beer that's way less.
805.
We're gonna have a keg. We're gonna have
Just as heavy.
champagne.
It'll be way less. It'll be
What are
804.
your feelings on marijuana in the studio?
Can't have it.
Marijuana in the
Marijuana
studio.
used to be grown in this studio.
Yeah,
Well, then-
his studio was
It still smells of
Probably still
marijuana
smells.
slightly.
That's all
Thanks
I need.
to Adam.
We still have plenty of
See, 'cause
marijuana
I'm
there.
not big on drinking. I'm big on the pot.
You can smoke the whole time.
It'll work.
Then let's. All right, that's
All
my
right.
question.
So it's a wrap. Shut it down, ladies and
So
gentlemen. This is
that has been our last broadcast from Vista Village Pub. This is episode number 30 of the Pelon and Chubby Show. We are here because you have us here and we love you for watching us. What we need you to do is share our podcast. Share
Talk
our
it up.
behind the scenes
Take the
Facebook Live
Facebook
video.
video.
Send it to all your friends. Tell them this is the funniest
This is
fucking
what
show
shit
you've ever
you've got
seen.
going down.
Even if you're lying, just fucking
Even if
do
you
it
fucking
anyway.
just post and
Be
share.
a nice
Thanks,
person.
Dino.
Fucking tell us.
Thanks, Alejandro. Don't be like Rick.
me. be a fucking positive.
Get off the dick. Don't be like Rick.
Fucking person, right?
Be the cast.
Right.
Don't be the grumpy old.
Right.
Sit back,
Pelon
Mark.
Defender
and
of the
Chubby.
world.
Hasta luego.
Lift the
Vayo
finger
con
once.
Dios.
The old people will do
Sayonara,
it.
arrivederci.
Right, so
That just means to get laid.
Sam,
You're not getting
I
laid
fuck
as long as
every
you-
day like a fucking champ.
Like a
Trust
champ.
me.
Like a chump.
Because I need more pussy. Oh, hey, please share it, watch it. Please send money so we can get more fucking electronics. Next week will be the first episode, the deflowering of the Pelon and Chubby studio. There will be blood everywhere. It's going to be the fucking most fabulous show you've ever seen. Please tell all your friends to tune in. We need 1 million viewers for this next podcast.
Also $1 million if you
1 million viewers is all we ask for. So tune in. Have everybody tune in. I'd like to thank you. I am Pelon.
I'm Chubby.
Chubby.
I'm Cass,
The chick.
the chick.
This is sleeping
Mark.
is Mark the blind guy.
guy's here.
Yeah, he's here. And
Jay Feverman.
we are all part of the Pelon and Chubby show. We are all friends of the show, Dilly Dilly. And Jay Feverman is going to sing us out of here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. See ya!
Pelon and Chubby. I ain't got a song. That's the best I got. We'll come out with another.
no.
You
I'm
sing
going
that
to
shit
do
out.
my snapping and
All right. Okay.
What comes to your heart?
All right. Here we go.
snapping and
The Pelon and Chubby Show. Soon we'll be making another run. Pelon and Chubby offers you something for everyone. Set your mind on adventure. Your mind on a new romance. Chubby, soon we'll be making another run. Pelon and Chubby offer something for everyone. Over and out, Pelon and Chubby,
give it
baby.
up to the Feverman.
Jay Favorman's in the house. Good night, everybody.